What advice do you have for marketers eager to take your advice who are hamstrung by overly restrictive AI policies from risk averse legal teams? Can or should I push back?
Yeah, this probably we probably addressed this one in the previous one. I think again it is sitting down and talking to them and understanding what's going on. Like why aren't they allowed to do this? And then try and find those use cases and the technologies where it's not an issue. Like for example, if you're just assuming we can't do anything because legal's not saying it, go and say, okay, well, can we use Descript because it's just for our podcast? All this information is already publicly available. There's nothing we're doing here that causes risks or liabilities. It's literally just taking it, doing a transcription, doing a summarization, chopping up some videos, putting it up on you. Like that is a very low risk thing. And because if you go back to the issue here is often understanding of AI, you may have the attorneys or the IT people who don't really understand how marketing works or what you're trying to do. They're just thinking AI is a red flag and we got to shut it down. They're not going to think about all the use cases you have. So involve them, like show them the things you could be doing that aren't going to cause any issues. So I just be understanding, but be proactive in a way that creates value for both.
So, if some of that risk averse legal is due to copyrights, can you address that?
Yeah, I think again that goes back to you understanding copyright law and what is allowed. So again, the current status is that the anything generated by AI cannot have a copyright to it. You can use AI to assist in the generation of stuff, but you can't own a copyright if the AI creates it, and a prompt doesn't equal authorship. So that's kind of the simplest way to think about it. That doesn't really matter for like emails. It doesn't apply to transcribing podcast transcripts. Like if we take this and we use AI to write this and then write a summary of this is still my work. It's like it's still human authored content that AI is just helping us create in various formats. So that's a non-issue. So I think you have to go through how are we going to use it? Is it to write articles that we're going to publish that we want to have the copyright to? Or is it to help change the tone and make it? We have some salespeople who aren't very empathetic or friendly, and we just want to make their emails more friendly. Then fine, like who cares? Let the email, let the AI write the email if it's more empathetic than the human. So I think again, it's understanding your own use cases and whether or not copyright is really a concern in that use case.